Hello everyone, this is Flocal here. We're back at WhiteNight. We've got ourselves back into that basement-ish area, with, like the dungeon, essentially, with our axe and other stuff. William liked to live among dead things, sacred or not. Yeah. Let's switch this thing around. So I do believe I have to have it over there. Oh. There's a knife. I just noticed that. I was thinking more because of the pattern. Base was waiting for something to make it complete. I assume that's when we get this, or that's what we solved this for. Is there anything else that gives me a clue? Oh yeah, I never did look in that box. What might be here? Obviously some help, I imagine. Okay, so it's going to be whatever needs to go on the pedestal, which I assume is going to be the mask. I didn't like masks, but that one looked special. Especially when it goes, oh! It looks like it's wearing a poofy wig, too. Handcuffs. William liked to incapacitate his preys. Books about lunar rituals, fertility, initiation, murder. Yep. That's our William for you. As far as we know him now. So let's get this over here. Put the mask on there. And figure out what we need. Okay, so this should give us the clue. So circle, female symbol, skull? Maybe? Circle, female. Ha! Excellent detective work. I felt a puff of fresh air on my skin and the smell of blood. Because murder. Nope. That's what I was looking for. The matches. Four left if I need them. And just in case, because actually, really quick, I probably should save. Just in case I die, and so I don't have to do that puzzle again. I mean, now I know the answer to it, but you never know. You never know, you never know. I do believe I'm finally getting comfortable with chatting during recordings. Now if I can only get comfortable with camera. Okay, what's this? William's hat, made in Vesper Enterprise, Boston. Also, if I can come up with better jokes, that'd be nice too. I always like how other YouTubers, just have jokes that roll off the tongue. I always try to think too hard. I'm afraid I'd offend someone, which I guess, for the most part, is the point. It is sort of. Anyway. Mostly talking to keep myself calm. I know any moment now, Margaret. Oh. I guess let's just follow the blood for now. Get a feeling if I went down there, I would meet.
Help me.
Oh, okay, that sounded like a man. That was not Selena.
I was lost. My mind didn't belong to me anymore. My memory had been stolen. Trapped in the tumult of the accident, which somehow had become the day I was born. Do you love me?
Okay.
This night of ghosts and death This night, which was the night of the world, this night had made...
Oop, sorry to interrupt. From Selena to William, excerpt number 10. I have money in New York, and not in a bank, at a freelancing banker, who can trust the banks after the crash. He is a worthy man who lost a lot himself. When Wall Street collapsed, he seems happy to see me come back. I take all my money back, pardon me, after paying him his fees, and I go to Harlem. I have personal belongings to collect. I had given my banker one of the keys to the flat. I am so scared, my heart is beating so fast. But Jim isn't here. The place is full of ghosts I try to avoid seeing. November is here at last. It's cold, and I seek revenge. People walk fast in the streets, eager to go home, but I put a scarf on my hair and wear glasses to avoid being recognized. I also know how to hide my Norwegian accent. I know where I have to go. It is the last place I want to go. One of the disgusting places the modern world is built on.
Made me the witness of an unending tragedy. It had made me one of the characters in its plot. And I wasn't there by chance. No.
Yeah.
Places like this one pick their stories and their characters. They crush them.
She sounds very
They
angry.
drive them mad. And they keep their madness in their walls. This is what fuels them and keeps them alive.
So we're walking in circles.
I tried going back in my memories, remembering a woman, a kid, a job. I had no story.
Just make sure. Yep, same thing.
No canvas to remind me of those. In this labyrinth, I felt lonelier than ever.
She was guiding me to a murderer.
In this world,
Dang it.
there will always be a green room for people like you, Selena. A dark room in which their light can grow, if they don't die first. This light, which emanated from you, it had probably always been there. It was your voice which attracted people who came to see you sing. It was you.
Excerpt number 11. Bumpy Johnson. I hope it's not going to disappear. Anyway, Bumpy Johnson's face doesn't show any expression when I place money on his desk. He is a little prince of Harlem's mob, Lady St. Clair's lover, and lieutenant. They know who I am because they saw me singing in some clubs and because they have been keeping an eye on Jim for quite some time. I give them another reason to be mad at him. It's a letter from Jim, pledging allegiance to John M. Dunn, a former lieutenant of Lady's arch-nemesis Dutch Schultz. Blah, blah, blah. When Bumpy asks me why I'm doing this, I don't think twice. The day Jim killed my child, they told me life was going on. For some, life goes on. Bumpy answers. He gives me a cigarette, maybe not for Jim, and I smoke for the first time in my life. I decide to buy a bottle of whiskey, to take a train and drink it to Boston. While the countryside passes by in the dark, I want to sing for everything I have lost. But despite I paid blood money, my voice is still like a prisoner in my chest. Something is broken, so I drink, and I'm not looking for a piece in that bottle.
Would I have gone and talked to a girl like Selena in the world of the living? Probably not. Her light would have burned me alive. But here, I was a moth. And in her light, I was seeing the beginning and the end of all things.
I get the feeling he's not going to be making it out of here. And last book. Number 12. One morning I read in the Daily Boston a New York jazz producer is dead. Jim Erzinger. He did better in California. You know the rest. I'm hiding here in Black Lake. These dark suburbs are a good place to wait, to atone for your sins, or to kill yourself. Ugh. I'm not alone. All the friends one needs are in the bottle of whiskey. I discover the smoke and mirrors. I go on stage one night, without knowing what would happen. I haven't sung in months. I think about my father playing playing the piano as the first snow is falling, one morning in Oslo, and my voice comes out of the grave, fresh and pure as the first flower of spring. Elliot hires me, and then there was you, your manners, your elegance, your discretion, sharing my thirst that takes us to the end of the night how I learned to love you. And then she died. Maybe not that night, but a night. Uh-oh. It looks like we're in a cave. There's some matches over there. So there's definitely not going to be any electric lights here. So if I run to the market, I'm screwed. There's those symbols again. I assume they're going to be the same ones. Guess there's going to be something to tell me which ones to go with. On the far left, it looks like there's some sort of circular thing. Can't tell what it is. Is there something on the wall, maybe? Maybe I'm gonna have to guess? I mean, I highly doubt they would just make you guess. Oh, I hear the thump thump. And there's the... I'm not going in there. There's gotta be something I can light up. Maybe I do have to go in there. Hopefully not. Okay, so nothing is in the water. Oh.
Why did you do this?
Question. Wait, is there something over here? Nope, it's just texture. Something I can light up. I was missing something. I forgot to open the operator thing. There's gotta be like a lantern or something. Oh wait. Aha! Anything else? Aside from these gravestones. I mean, not tombstones. Not gravestones. Yeah, I can't think of the word. Coffin. I said it a couple moments ago and I already tried it. Let me up. Let me up. Let me up. I can hear the thump thump, but I do not see the Margaret anywhere. And I don't have a jar of dirt either. So where's the pump coming from? Huh. So do I press the one that's the circle with the line through it? Kinda looks like it's supposed to be so far. Thank goodness Margaret isn't getting in the way of this. I feel like I'm just about there, so I feel like I should just keep going. Is that it? No, it is not. What does this one do? What does this one do? That? Oh, there we go. Yep, I got it. I could tell. Feel it in my bones. Just about there. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep going with this episode until it gets to the end. Might as well make it the finale. Because I don't want to just like end it here, or a couple minutes ago anyway, and then it ended up being that all I had was a couple more steps. That's one thing I don't like about like when you get to these sort of games, they don't really tell you when the end is going to come. Oh, come on. Always there's times where it just randomly decides, I'll take away 3 of your matches. Time to go in the irky muck again. Okay, what are we gonna find aside from her body? Oh, that's lovely. I kind of figured we weren't going to be getting out of here. Still. Where are you? Where is she? Can't see it. No, she got me. Oh, I had a little bit of a tingle in my spine from that. Saying I couldn't see where she was coming from. Oh, God. And another one. And another one. And another one. Perfect time to run. Screw you, lady. Go back to hell where you belong. Wait, where am I? There I am. Oh, come on. I shouldn't have stopped. We're gonna get through this. One way or another. Screw you, lady! So many of them. Can't see where I am. Oh, there I am. Crap, 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 crap. Oh, thank God. Aw. Oh, there's that alchemic circle thing. The bucket which fell down from the well. That was an eternity ago. It had matches in it. And a skull. Which is kind of weird that he didn't notice that before. Like when he was right next to the bucket. There was a moon-like marking in the center. The rock that was William's pillar of madness, but it could help me. Are you sure about that? The symbols had some meaning. It was a pathway through the darkness. And I put out a light for no reason. Yeah, just yank it out. Yank it out. She's already dead. Oh, or not.
I knew it. The scent of blood in the air. It was hers. Anger was growing in me. Thinking about William stabbing her with a blade. But it wasn't over yet. Oh no. I was going to save her.
But she's...
It didn't matter where the wolf
dead.
would hide. I would skin it.
The dagger fit in the hole perfectly. It was the key. Do I just keep turning it? Oh. The controller was vibrating at that point, but like, why was it, I think I did that wrong already. So 1... Okay, so moon was supposed to be 3. That weird triangle. This female symbol. And finally... the triangle. Yeah? Thank you. Finally. Let me out. I'd prefer not to be here anymore. Just gonna have some matches on my way out. Also, the screen just went black for a second there. And it did it again. Actually, I think it just switched perspective for some reason. Okay. And up the stairs we go.
New scents started filling the air again. Sea spray, moist soil, plants.
The seafront.
Soon after, I could hear rain and thunder.
Oh, right.
She had guided me on the way out. She had saved my life.
You certain about that?
But as all prisoners know so well, you're not free just because you can see the sky. This was just another setting for the same tragedy.
End of chapter 5. The end of the Black Path. Now on to the last one. If I remember correctly. I didn't check the achievements. These matches were soaking wet. I had to do it. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. And I have to run through the darkness. Dawn will not come. That does not bode well in the slightest. Actually, really quick, I just want to see what he said. William Vesper, yep. Actually, wait, wasn't that grave covered before? Oh, okay. Jazz record. And shoot.
She was inviting me to follow her. Come see, she was telling me. It was her best part. A victim who plays her role to cheat death. But she wasn't deceiving anyone. And me, even less.
Oh hey, the car. Still there. No death.
As a conscientious diva, Selena walked to her grand finale. My fear was washed away by disgust. I was about to meet William.
Oh. Wait, so am I supposed to go here? Or am I supposed to go someplace else? Wait, so where's William? Just in the woods. Nope, not that way. Not back to the power box. Not that way. Down the road? Oh! Where? I see the invisible wall up there. Let's go back here. Or am I supposed to go back to the house? Not sure why I would, considering. Yeah, I'm not supposed to go back to the house. Where am I supposed to go? Blah. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, I'm supposed to check the trunk. And the big reveal, the Swiss ending, that we can see halfway or more through the game. Or earlier, I meant to say. Possibly. I don't know. Okay, here comes the axe. Yeah, that will definitely do it.
So it was me. And I had killed her. I had killed the only beautiful thing in the world. The only one which could save me. I'm sorry. It was me all along, Selena. The son of a bitch. The sicko. The killer. The wolf. The filth. The bastard. The scum. Oh, you should have let your mother kill you. You should have undone what she did.
Yep.
You knew, and yet you let me have a second chance, Selena. Let me go on till the end.
Gotta say, this guy is kinda... little cuckoo.
The memories of what I had done were coming
obviously
back
it's
slowly. Like the tide washing ashore the rotten corpses from a wreck. Selena was lighter than a pillow. The real weight was all those years of filth stored in my memory. Images. The blade I sunk deep into the stomach of my own mother. Those dark-haired women. Those hated clones of Margaret, split from head to toe as a sacrifice to the moon.
Yuck.
Their organs displayed carefully, like some child fresco.
Not sure what that is.
Selena on the stage of smoke and mirrors. The glass I used to toast with her. The first time we talked. Her tears. The letters in which she told me about losing her kid. How her husband had been murdered. Now a kiss. The blade I used to stab her. My father and the father of my mother died from the same madness. The same poison that men injected into the economic system they had created. On October 29th, 1929, millions of casualties. The scent of blood. And for the wolves, the beginning of the hunt.
I think that camera could have been done better.
Selena's warmth was pulsing slowly in my arms as the dark spot of my culpability was growing over her stomach. In the sky, the moon was watching me, her son, as I was taking my first steps, holding her daughter in my arms. A resurrection. A second chance.
Maybe not to some people.
Selena was dying. I could tell from her body, tightly pressed against me. At times, her eyes would open and stare at me. Not a hint of anger or accusation. She could have let go. Let her light pass. Let my mother take me back. But she was protecting me. She was forgiving me. The moon was silently watching us as we made our last push through the night. Soon, dawn would come. The sun would wash away all that ink which had condemned us. Goodbye, Luna. Goodbye, Mother. This night had been too long already. I went as far as I could. Selena, the one who would give me everything life had left her, was fading away, despite my efforts to hold on to her light.
I always like just watching these sorts of things. Loving the music, but unfortunately I guess it might be copyrighted. I mean, one of the other episodes it was, so this most likely will be too.
If night was the world, then this world had no end. This was my America.
And unfortunately I'm not.
Stranded here, facing the void, under the cold glare of the silent moon. She was dying. She was dying for all eternity, and I kept awake to see her take her leave.
End. And Wolf. But yeah, unfortunately I'm not smart enough to... Oh, in memory of my brother, Vincent Kofiek. To my father, Domenico. I'm not smart enough to know how to edit out music specifically and then to leave the voiceovers and other sound effects in. So that's a bit of a issue that I'll have to figure out sometime in the future somehow. But yeah, so that was White Night. And I probably could have split this up into 2 episodes, but I'm glad that this was just the finale. If I could, I'd probably skip the well, maybe I won't skip the credits, just so I can talk for a bit. But yeah, so this was just a fun and scary game to go through. It had occasional puzzles, which are nice, and Margaret didn't interrupt those, fortunately, for the most part. And I mean, after a while, I kind of got used to her, like figuring that she'd be there, and didn't spook me as much. But it was good. I loved the play with the lighting. That definitely made it interesting. Something you don't do, or you don't see very often in horror / puzzle games. To where I don't know how to explain it best. I mean, other games play with the lighting, obviously, but like where, yeah, I'm not sure I can actually speak on it because I'm not. As you can tell with my pauses, I always kind of have an issue grasping the right words that I want to use, or maybe the right idea that I can't explain as best I want to. But anyway, I mean, this was just a fun experience, and I'm glad that I was able to go through with it, and I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed going through with it too, or watching it too. So yeah. So this does leave the question of what I will be playing next, in terms of a story-driven game or something else. And I'm not entirely sure what I specifically feel like going with. It all depends on what I can get my hands on, what I can learn about messing with the editing programs and whatnot. Maybe finding finally a new job and new recording program that'll actually record at a smooth rate without constantly like giving the jitters and deciding to go from 60 to 17 for no reason whatsoever. But yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of stuff I still need to figure out, and I would be very happy if I could find people who could explain it to me. But because that would just make it go faster. Like, I'd be able to learn the process faster. But I mean, I can always just look it up. Maybe try going to community college classes and learn how to use these sort of things, how to do media, how to perform better, so that you guys can get a better experience through the whole thing, I guess. But that stuff will come in time. So, yeah. I am looking forward to when I can finally truly decide on a theme, or what really makes me entertaining that I could provide for you guys. I'll figure it out in time. I can tell you that. But in the meantime, I do hope you enjoy my starting performance. I mean, it's been a couple of months already, but I have made very little progress in the ways of learning how to do things. But I hope you enjoyed it regardless. Because I know I have. I mean, it's a bit nerve-wracking, especially when I tried to do it for the first time, and not getting many people watching it kind of made me feel like I wasn't doing a good job. But I mean, I have returning watchers, so I guess that means I'm doing something right. Yeah, and this has turned into a fun project to do when everything decides to work. Yeah. So I'm happy with it for now. Definitely things I want to improve on, which I mean, I keep reiterating the same thing, but you know. Yeah, you know. And I am a bit sorry that this ended up being as long as it was for the final episode. If I didn't get stuck on those puzzles, it would have been a lot shorter. But, what can you do? Right? Yeah. Credits still rolling. I think it's been at least 8 minutes now. It's funny how this music kind of makes me think of like Friday the 13th. I can't say it. Friday the 13th. Kind of weird. But anyway. Now that I think about it, like, wouldn't it have been... Well, I mean, it would have been a lot faster if the ghost just told him to open up his trunk in the first place. Well, then again, maybe he wouldn't have. Like, he wouldn't have gone through the experience of going through the whole house, learning all the stuff about himself again, and all that stuff. But I mean, if he did just go, like, around his car and open up his trunk, I just wonder, like, what would have happened then. Like, would he have just gone insane? Or remembered who he was and then gone back to being the killer? Or something like that? One never knows. Since it never happens. With the what-ifs. Well, I mean, sometimes it does, but in this case it didn't. But yeah, feel free to just kind of fast forward through these credits. I mean, it's taking a lot longer than I was hoping it would be. Heck, maybe I'll just fast forward through it. Scaglione. Tim Connolly. Licensing. Ah, jeez. This is just taking forever. I mean, I do want to give these people credit, because they did a really good job. But I kind of also want to get this done and over with so I can start, well, editing this, which would have been a couple of days ago, by the time I post it anyway. Maybe, hopefully. Oh, and I probably should have said in my past videos, Merry Christmas, or Happy Holidays for whoever might be watching this, because I didn't even think that I would be recording these all ahead of time, and then posting them during Christmas. But yeah, so anyway, hope you guys all had Merry Christmas, what you wished for, and all that sort of stuff. And unfortunately, I think I am just gonna kind of skip through this, just move ahead. Okay, there we go. So yes, that was WhiteNight. Hope you guys enjoyed these series. Hope you make it a great day. We'll see you next time once I figure out what I'm going to be playing. And until then, later.